news to the gang. I'm your host, Sigma Lenny. And what we're going to talk about today is MOE. What does that stand for? Money over everything. So let's talk about it. Why do we say money over everything, right? Because you don't want to put your bag before anything else, right? We've seen many situations people have had when it came to them putting everything else before their money or before their bag, if you will. The reason why you want to be MOE is because money truly makes the world go round, right? Money makes the world go round. How? Because in almost any and everything that you do, there's money involved. If we want to go to just basic life, right? Shelter requires money. Clothing requires money. A family to take care of them requires money. Even in dating, it requires money. And here's why we have argument that's going on now. A lot of guys are like, well, I'll pay for the booty, right? And then you have some guys that's like, well, you paying for the booty anyway, right? Then you got some guys that's like, well, I'm not gonna pay anything. I'll get it for free. But then that, vice versa, the other guys are like, well, you're paying for it anyway, right? And in some instances, this is true because money makes the world go round. When you're out and you're going to go date a woman, even if y'all go Dutch on a date, Dutch meaning splitting the bill. Even if y'all split the bill, obviously you're still paying. You're paying even if you don't go pick her up and y'all meet at a designated location, you are still paying for travel expenses to be able to go and see that woman. So technically you still are paying for it, right? So this is why you have the guys that's like, yo, I'll just pay for the booty, because at least they have an upfront expectation as to what this really is about, so they can kind of give the visualization of this is what we are here to do, and we're not going to forget what we came here for, right? We are here to have a good time. I'm trying to have a good time, and I'm not trying to go through any kind of hoops, because I let it be known in the beginning that I'm paying for it, right? So therefore, you want to be money over everything for sure when it comes to just life in general, honestly. You want to be able to not have your money tainted, right? You don't want to have a scenario where you putting everybody else and their feelings ahead of your bag, whereas you find yourself losing money miserably. For instance, you're going through several different women and you're skipping jobs, right? So, case in point, you're dating a woman or several, and you're trying to figure out which one is the right one. And it seems as if a lot of them have you go on these dates. They set everything up. This is where I want to go. This is where I want to be. Can you buy me this? Can you buy me that? And then you go and do all of those things. And you find yourself in a scenario where you don't have the funds to go and treat the other women. So you end up flaking on dates. Then you end up trying to reschedule. You can't reschedule because you got to go to work. And you end up putting the booty before your money. And you end up going anyway, not really having the money. And then you jeopardize your job or your career or business from missing out from clients, whereas you can't get paid. That's why you want to put your money first. That's why it's money over everything. And that's including family as well. Guys who legitimately have a family, such as myself as well, when we have a family, we have to let our family know what the deal is. In order for you guys to be where you are, to be in this nice cushy house or apartment, to be in these cars that you're driving, to be able to enjoy the entertainment that's given to you, you have to understand that I'm not going to be available to your disposable at any given time you wish. I or any other man have to go out there and make the money. Money does not grow on trees. If they did, then obviously scenarios would be different, but that is clearly not the case. You have to go out there and make the money. That's why your bag comes first before anyone. Before anyone's feelings or before anyone desperate for sympathy, your money comes first. If you don't have it, you just don't have it. And that does not necessarily mean that you're broke. It just means that you don't have it to give. A lot of times, for instance, example, right? There was something they were talking about on Instagram, and they were saying, oh, rich people, they buy assets. They don't buy liabilities. They don't buy fancy cars. They don't buy big fancy houses. Poor people buy big fancy houses, big fancy cars. Now, that's not all true, because rich people do get to a point where they're able to afford those things. The difference is rich people buy the assets that can take care of those things. That's the difference. Versus then what they consider quote unquote poor people buy a lot of liabilities and they don't have anything else to be able to afford or maintain those liabilities. That's the difference. That's why you want to be able to put your bag first. If you are in investments, you got some investments, and somebody says, yo, can I borrow $25? But you have it in your bank account, but you really truly gotta purchase something that's gonna benefit for your development. You need to go ahead and decline that request and be able to go ahead and invest in yourself, because that's what's going to put you in a position where you can maybe in the future take care of everyone. But at this point, no, you cannot. Your bag comes first. Same thing as it goes for women. If you find women constantly requesting for precious, valuable, or invaluable things, you need to go ahead and cancel that woman and tell her, hey, I didn't think this, was, it's just not for me. I have to work on myself at this time, and you go ahead and on your merry way. You definitely don't want to put yourself in that predicament. It's funny. Morgan Freeman stated a quote, and he said that you won't lose women You won't, I don't want to butcher this. He say you don't want to, you won't lose women by, I want to get it right, guys. You won't lose women by not chasing women. Okay? So if you don't chase women, you won't lose women. What he basically mean by that is, if you chase women, you will lose miserably. You will lose more women than you actually gain. If you don't chase them, they will come to you. Okay? It's a lot of mechanics that play into that, because you got the law of attraction and opposites attract. But yeah, you won't lose women by not chasing women. Okay? That's rules to the game, honestly. Because if you work, for instance, if you work on your money and you work on developing yourself, they will see that and they will be attracted to that. They're not attracted to guys who's constantly hounding them and constantly, because honestly what it looks like is you're becoming desperate. And you don't want to be desperate. You don't want to show any signs of desperacy, because that's a sign of weakness. Okay? So definitely don't do that. Let them come to you. But when they come to you, if you watch my other volume where I talk about confidence, you can then present your confidence and then be able to obtain them. That's how that works. It's a process. That's why you want to always put your money first at all cost. A lot of guys, honestly, and this is a statistical thing. A lot of guys who put their money behind end up in scenarios such as child support, a crap load of baby mamas who are hounding them for everything they got. And it's not good, because they end up losing out. They end up really, really losing out. And you don't want to put yourself in that situation. You really don't. You want to always put your money first. By all else, your money comes first. Okay? Definitely put your bag first. Everything else will come. And not only that, what happens is you put yourself at a different pedestal. It's like pillars. You're putting yourself at a higher pedestal, whereas the down have to come up and reach up to you. It's a hierarchical thing. The people at the top, the people at the bottom have to improve themselves to be able to be worthy of the people at the top. So if you put yourself in a position, monetary wise, health wise, physical wise, everything, and you put yourself up there, the people at the bottom have to then plateau to get to your level. And when it comes in the dating world, you're going to start to see a lot of things where you be like, okay, this person isn't worth my time. I have other people to communicate with that's going to be on a more intellectual level with me. The conversations are better, right? That's why you definitely want to put your money first. If you don't, you're going to basically have options as to what's available to you. So you want to be able to make a drastic change in your options, and the way you do that is by putting your money first and being able to plateau yourself to a level of standard, whereas people have to be able to reach up to those standards. So because they understand that you have certain expectations, certain criteria that they have to be eligible for. So, yeah, guys, put your bag first. MOE, money over everything. Rules to the game. Like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video. And I catch you on the next one.